I mean, thank you, thank you for supporting the band, and that's why we're able to keep doing this, and hopefully, every time you come see us, that it lives up to your expectations, and every time we put out a record, hopefully, it's what you like, you hear something that you like about the band. I mean, that's the hard thing, is trying to make everybody happy, but you can only do that to a certain extent. You just kind of hope that what you do is what people will like. What's up? I'm Buddy, and you're watching Project Greenroom. It was good. I mean, we did 2 U.S. tours, and we went to Australia last year, right before the record came out, and then we went over to Europe. So we just didn't really have anything to do during the summer, so we decided to take a break.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we have some stuff planned. We got a whole bunch of stuff we're gonna do, so
Awesome.
It should be good.
I was going through the first drive for DVD, and you guys are you're doing like your first interview, and the phone's not working. Did you ever think 10 years you'd still be making music?
Oh, but that was the plan.
Yeah.
That was the plan, but I don't know. You don't really think about it. It just kind of happens. I got like a job working at this performing arts school in Bergen County, and they're trying to get people in, and we're kind of using this as like a way to let people know about the school. Trying to bring people to the school and raise awareness that there is this school going on. So just have like free seminar. You can come and listen to me talk about what I've been through and over the last 10 years, pretty much. How it started, like how to start a band, I guess, like how really to what you should do, I guess, the importance of playing out. I think overall I just kind of want to talk about like just what it takes in order to, what kind of drive you have to have in order to make it happen. I think that's one thing I want to stress, and also just like maybe a little bit more information about songwriting and how like we approach songwriting and how I've approached songwriting, what I've learned about that process. Then also, I guess, kind of the business side and like the idea of how, like where I've made mistakes and where I've learned from things and stuff that's maybe a little bit more in that you don't think about in the beginning, but can be brought up pretty quickly. And if you don't kind of understand certain things about it, you can get pretty lost. And then I guess just what like overall like I think what you can do to get into the music industry, like what things that you can easily join and be a part of, trying to start your career, or whether it's like being in a band or managing a band or promoting bands or any of that stuff.
Street teaming.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of like for people who are interested in working in the music industry in any capacity. No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like it because I can understand where people are coming, like when you're in a band, or I can understand it 360, which not a lot of people can. There's not a lot of people in bands that they do sometimes go into management, or there's people that like work with bands who end up going on to the business side, but maybe tour with bands. But like, I don't know, I've been on the band side, so I can understand where the band is coming from more than I think somebody who doesn't know what it's like to be on tour, who doesn't know like what it's like to make a record and kind of the whole process of that. Like I understand that deeply, so I think I can relate to them and understand what they want from me as a manager, or from from a label standpoint. This is been called Sunset Atlantic.
Okay.
They're gonna have finishing their new EP, but other than that, those are the kind of 3 bands I'm working with, and then Mightier Than Sword.
Right. Now, how'd you get involved with Mightier Than Sword?
I met RJ through a friend of ours who used to manage Man Overboard, and because RJ manages this band called Such Gold, and just kind of all got together and we were talking, and I kind of was just like, hey, I could help you out, I could help run the label, and you know, he needed someone, so. We're gonna do the starting line, hopefully, all their stuff. And then there's some other things we're gonna be doing as well, but the starting line is kind of the next big reissue thing.
Right. You guys go way back with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Community.
Yeah. I think there is now too, though.
Right.
I think that's happening again, which is cool. Which is kind of why I wanted to get back. I wanted to be a part of doing this stuff because I feel like there are those bands again, and there is that community. So I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, especially coming out of the South Jersey.
Yeah, it's like South Jersey. You know, that whole area down there. You got all these bands, and they're kind of reminds me of 10 years ago. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I feel like I don't know necessarily like that those bands brought a lot of people though. You know what I mean? Like Lil Wayne, obviously, but I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if I don't know if people look at the festivals, that sort of thing. I mean, that's what they're going for. They're trying to make it more mainstream, which is cool. But I felt like this year, I still feel it's like the core people that have been come. But I don't know if that many people showed up to. I mean, Motley Crue, like.
Yeah.
It's cool. It was really cool, but it was still like I didn't necessarily see like Motley Crue fans there. You know what I mean? Just fucking do it. Just do it. You know, think about it. That's why it's cool because you do it and it is what it is. I like that. It's fun to just not have to overthink it.
Do you feel like since it's failure you have to make, we have to?
I mean, kinda.
Right.
It's a different kind of music, and it's kind of like, I don't know. You kind of have to. I tend to think about it more than I do with the stuff in Bayonet.
I'm Bayonet more of your roots stuff. I guess the old punk hardcore.
Yeah, it's just fun to not give a fuck and just throw it out there, and that it is what it is. You don't have to like. And I just don't really care. I don't care if it's successful. I don't care. If, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like
what the ratings are.
Yeah, it's just for fun. So that's kind of nice to be able to do something like that. Yeah, we actually wrote a couple weeks ago. Okay. So we're gonna. I don't know when we're gonna do something, but we'll, obviously we're gonna record probably next year sometime.
Right. Now this with this lineup now, the lineup's changing. Is this you feel like the best the band's ever written, or?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's definitely different. It's going in a different direction, which is cool, which is interesting, which is exciting. Just do something a little different, but I think it's definitely been smooth, and we're not overthinking anything. We're just kind of throwing stuff out there.